channel. I'm so happy that you liked my previous video, and I hope you like this one as well. So for today's video, I thought I'd share why I use multiple Hobonichi planners. So the first realization that I had to clear out is basically what am I? So that's self-awareness. I'm more of a journaler, you know, like the Dear Diary type, instead of a planner, to be honest. So for today's video, I thought I'd share like how my thought process is in terms of how I've decided that this type of planner is for me. So how I can compare that bound notebooks is to how we used to have, you know, like separate notebooks in our school days. So we have, for example, this is for English, this is for math, and this is for home economics, for example, right? If you have home economics during high school, I think. So basically what's gonna happen with the separate notebooks, let me just grab my A6, sorry. So yeah, my A6 is here now. So basically we have the weekly, we have the A6, and we have the HON, right? So I had to figure out, well, I have 2 weeks here, right? So let's just say you have one of each. So for example, you have the English class, which let's just say it's for your self-care. That's why you want to separate them. So that's for your self-care, and this one is gonna be for maths, right? So for maths, I'd use my A5 because it's gonna be for my finances, for example. So that's separate as well. And then you have your home economics. So you might want to use an A6 for home management, right? So that's why it works to have a modular system for some, because you get to have separate notebooks to deal with the most important things in your life. So that's how I see it. But also there is another option of ring binders, right? So when you were in high school, probably you'd have like a ring binder notebook instead of a bounded one, because you don't want to carry a lot, and that's when you have different tabs to use. So for example, you have your maths, you'll have your English, you'll have your home economics, and so on. So in the ring binder, you'll be able to move the pages as you needed, right? So for example, you don't need the English or the math subject for today, so you just take it out so that you can lessen the load in your bag. And then also you can move the pages around. So for example, this is your subject, right? This is your English subject. You don't want this page anymore, so you can just remove that. Unlike in the bounded notebooks, it's hard to do that. So that's going to help you think if you want a hardbound or a ring binder. So with a ring binder, I don't really prefer it because of the rings itself. It's hard for me to write on. So when I write on the left side, it's kind of hard to just navigate around, and also on the right. Basically, it's a big thing for me when it comes to the ring binders, you know, like how comfortable I am to write on my notebooks. Also, the big thing with Hobonichi is the paper that they use, which is Tomoe River paper. And it's such an experience to write on the pages with a fountain pen. So that's a big plus. So I have here the high performance planner. I just got this yesterday. I have ordered it from Amazon, and it's actually helped me already, right? Like, so for example, this morning I was like having a hard time just motivating myself to do the things that I want to do. For example, one of the questions here, one thing I can get excited about today is, right? So you'll use your Hobonichi planner or any planners that you have to just review what you wanted to do when you had that higher burst of energy. What did you want to do, right? What excites you? And then the most impactful question here that basically drove me to making this video today is number 6. One action I could take today to demonstrate excellence or real value is. So if I want my day to be valuable, what can I do? So basically I found, making videos really valuable, not only for myself, you guys, like if you enjoy watching my videos, just to help you figure out your why. Why do you need planners in your life? Why do you need a Hobonichi specifically, right? So the answer to the first question, why do you need a planner? To become more intentional with how you do your life, right? Now, I also have this book and I got it. So it comes with this planner. I'm quite new, in terms of planning as well. So I just found Hobonichi last year and I want to make Hobonichi, like my own life book. Let me grab the brochure, right? So in here you will see, in this brochure you will see the Hobonichi Techo is a life book. As you use it in your own way, the book becomes your very own. So it's up to you how you want to use your Hobonichi. There are no rules on how you want to use it. So the only rule is probably that there are no rules, right? So if you don't fill out a page, that's fine. No one's gonna mark you as 0 out of 5. This is an avec that I haven't used from June till August because I couldn't find it. So I just started filling out the pages in September, right? And that's fine, and I'm just not saying that. It's truly fine for myself. My husband's messaging me. I'll look at it later on. So yeah, I want my Hobonichi next year to be, like more intentional on how I use it. Yeah, so as I've said in my previous video, this is going to be for my self-care, for my cats. The A6 one, the planner, will be for my main to-do list, and this one is going to be for my home management, finances, and this will be for my journaling if I'm on the couch. And I have another one of this in the bedroom, and that's just how it works for me, right? There is a thing called Wheel of Life, I think, wherein you will see like a pie divided by different categories of your life. And let me just find this. So this can be separate notebooks or different tabs in your ring binder. It's up to you, like how you want it to work for you. So for example, self-awareness is something that I think is important for me, because if I'm more self-aware, then I can be more efficient in terms of my work, in terms of my career choices, in terms of how I relate to other people. So yeah, I realized that I'm more of a journaler than a planner, and I need to improve on staying on top of my life categories, right? So also in self-awareness, I have taken the 16 personalities test, and I found out that I'm an advocate. So through that test, I realized that to find a fulfilling career, I need to work in a not-for-profit organization, because when a project gets too hard, then it's easy for me to find fulfillment. It's easy for me to find my why. Why am I doing this? To contribute to the community, to contribute to people's lives, So that kind of thing. And also the Clifton Strengths test. So what is my theme? My highest theme is achiever. So for my daily life, I need to find something valuable to do. Right, so another reason why you'd want to keep a planner or a journal, or both, right, is for memory collecting. Our lives are very ordinary compared to, for example, celebrities or Pulitzer awardees or authors or billionaires, right? So it's up to us to find ways to make our lives more, I don't know, like magical, I guess. So yeah, another thing is memory collecting. So I haven't read this yet. I just opened this up this morning, but basically, you know, like I want to be able to pay attention more on how I'm spending my day, and probably it's a good way to just remember also on how I've spent my day. So yeah, I feel like I've talked a lot so much, but yeah, I hope that you found this video useful and inspiring. Yeah, and I hope that your day is a little bit brighter because of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.